What's up, YouTube? Today we're talking all things Lego Rebels. So guys, before we get into it today, obviously I'm wearing a new headset. We're kind of trying something out new. Trying to get some better audio before I buy a mic, just because I can't afford it quite yet. So just gonna see how this works. I just got this headset on Black Friday, so hopefully this works well. It's my gaming headset, but I think from my test it sounds a little better than the AirPods. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. We also have some big news coming up. So December is going to be a big month. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because we've got videos coming out every single day, except for Sundays. Got to take the Lord's Day off. And we got shorts every single day of the week. So December is going to be a big month. Going to try and really grow in December and post a lot of content for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned with it for that. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. And then I thought I had one other announcement. What do y'all think of the stash? We rocking with it? Y'all liking the stash? It's kind of growing on me. So let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. Without further ado, we're going to hop right in today. We got some Lego Rebels sets. This is a series I really am interested in now that I just finished the show about a week ago. Fantastic show. 10 out of 10 show. Loved it. On par pretty much with Clone Wars for me. I thought it was really great. I don't know why I ever kind of hated on it and thought it was going to be bad and just kind of disregarded it. But I'm really happy I went through and watched it. Kanan, Zeb, Sabine, Hera, Ezra, Chopper, so good characters. You got Agent Kallus, he's an awesome character. Thrawn is one of the best villains in all of Star Wars. I mean, he's so good. So cool to see him. But let's hop into some sets today. So first off, we have this Lego ATDP polybag. It's a pretty cool little polybag, nothing much to it. We also have the TIE Advanced prototype. This was a super crucial part of that show, so it's really cool to see this in Lego form. We have the Phantom 1, the first set that came out. This one's pretty cool because it fit on the Ghost. I think this is the worst Phantom of the three we've had, though, just because that stud shooter looks really bad. I mean, that looks awful. If it was me personally, I would have just taken that off altogether. But the Ezra and the Chopper figs are very good, so those definitely carry this set. The Choppers, I like the gray on him, and the Ezra looks really cool, especially with that helmet. That helmet only came in that set. And this was retailed at $25 back in 2014 and is now $138 new. So that's gone up a lot. We also have the Ghost with Hera, Zeb, Kanan, and a Rebel Trooper, or a Stormtrooper, not Rebel Trooper, sorry. This retailed at $90 and is now almost $700 to buy new and around $400 used. Honestly, I think it's a little more than that if you're truly going to buy on like Whatnot or eBay or something. But that one's it's pretty cool. I used to want it, but I'm not going to lie. Now that I have the new one, I have very little desire to get it. I think this new one is absolutely fantastic. Let me pop that in there actually. There we go. But I think this new one is absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10 set. Like I've said, best set of 2023. There's so much that goes into it. That Hera figure right there is so good. Chopper's really cool. You got the young Syndulla. He's sick. And then those other figs are also really strong, like the Mon Calamari and figs like that. But this set is just so good, especially when I've already compared them, but when you compare it next to the old Ghost, especially the front there, this just looks so much more accurate than that thing that juts back and then cuts out. The one thing I will say about that one is the escape pods actually coming off is pretty cool, but I think this one looks a lot better, especially with the Ghost attached. I think this one looks a lot better, just looks a lot cleaner and a lot more like the Ghost looks in the show. And those back engines too, I mean, I have a review on it I can throw up right here. You guys go check that out, but I think it's a really good set. My favorite set I own for sure, and really happy I picked it up. Back to Rebel sets, we have the Imperial Troop Transit. I really would like to see something like this again. This was the last Stormtrooper Battle Pack we got, I believe. Yeah, I think this was. And that was, almost a decade ago now? Coming up on a decade in the next year or two. So I think this is one of the better Battle Packs we have ever had because it was all army buildable. There's no captains or anything that you can't have duplicates of. And these are really good stormtroopers. I like the legs, how they're different printing on each side. The helmets are really good. Not the best helmets we've seen for Stormies, but really good ones. And that one is now worth $30 from the 13 that it was. We also have the TIE Advanced Prototype. The set is pretty cool for this one. I always like a new TIE fighter variation, but the fig that stands out the most in this one is obviously that Grand Inquisitor. He's super cool, super good figure in that, or character in that first season. A really cool character arc with him. Um, we have the ATDP, the big version. We have a couple Imperial officers, I guess you'd call that. Agent Kessel or Keller, whatever it was. I think it was, yeah, Kessel. Um, but he's really cool. I absolutely love that fig. And the build's really good too. I think that's one of the better ATST. I guess this is a DP, but like that style of build that we've gotten. The legs look really clean. It's not too much Technic stuff. That's kind of my only complaint with the new ATST is there's a lot of Technic. So I'd like that that's pretty covered up. And I think the feet look really good on that. We also have this Wookiee gunship with Chewie, 2 Wookiees, and Kanan. This one is I think this is a 10 out of 10 set personally. To get another gunship is obviously awesome, but it being so different in these tan and dark brown colors with Wookiees is just something super unique that we don't obviously get a lot in Star Wars with like the more gray type of sets that are usually like gray or every now and then white like we saw with the Ghost, but this is just very different and definitely stands out in one's collection. So that's one of my top priorities on this list. Probably my number one priority on this list is Ezra speeder bike. I think the speeders in this are so good. Some of the best speeders we've ever, had in Lego. And the Sabine fig is really good, and that Ezra fig is really cool too. And I like the different lightsaber hilt. I think they did pretty good with that one, representing his gun from the show. But really like that one. That one retailed at 20 and is now 77. So that one's not too bad to get, honestly, for a retired set from a decade ago. I don't feel too bad purchasing that one. Now we have the Imperial Assault Center. This one is doubled in price since it retailed at 130 bucks. Has 3 mini TIE fighters, which I'm not really a huge fan of mini stuff in a play set like this when you've got actual figs with it. But these figs are really cool too. You have the same Sabine, Agent Kessel, 2 TIE pilots, an officer, and this astromech is really cool. I like that astromech a lot. The build itself is pretty good. I think it's a little small, personally, for what it's supposed to be, but it's still pretty cool. We now have Kanan's speeder bike. This is probably number 2 on my list. These crates are fantastic. I think these are the best crates we've ever gotten in a Lego Star Wars set. Super detailed. The cargo they carry is awesome. Super cool printing with the words and stuff on there. And Kanan's speeder is also really cool. I think having those 3 speeders together would look really good. And you just got a few more stormtroopers and Imperial officers. We also have Vader's TIE Advanced versus A-Wing. This one's really cool. Always cool to get another Vader's TIE Advanced. And I really have the A-Wings grown on me a lot. I really like the A-Wings now. And these 2 packs are really good. I think this was one of the better ones we have ever had, if not the best personally. So that's a really cool one, and that's only gone up about 50 bucks. So that one's not unreachable. This one's a little harder to get. This is now $233 new. Captain Rex's ATTE. When I used to look at this set before watching the show, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I had no interest in it. But now that I've seen the show and know what it does, this really stands out to me a lot. A lot of the details in here are really cool, especially that back leg being different. Just so much variation to this. It's almost like you got graffiti on these. The cannon is so cool. But you got Old Rex, Old Wolf, who was it? Fives, I think. Was it Fives? No, I don't think it was Fives. I'm forgetting. Does it say the figs? 5. Oh, and this Inquisitor is really cool as well. That's a 10 out of 10 fig right there. Definitely the most value from this set. Okay, Old Rex, Wolf, Gregor. Dang it, it was Gregor. But that's a really cool one I want to pick up for sure. We have the Rebel Combat Engine with that Ahsoka that is super valuable. Another Agent Kessel and Ezra. That one's a really cool build. Not my favorite, but it's still pretty cool. I appreciate it. This one, we'll look at figs for this one. Got 2 unique figs for this set, like it said. and that Ahsoka is so popular now, and she looks really good too. I think the kind of fancier wardrobe really fits her well, but this one's about 300 to get, so good luck with that one. That's a really hard one to pick up. And finally, we have my number one set I want. I might have said the spears are number one. This is actually number one. My number one set I want is the Phantom 2. I don't. This says the Phantom, but I think it's a Phantom 2. I think this is probably the best Phantom we've gotten. I don't know. That new one's really good though. Maybe either the first or the second best. But you get another chopper, which never hurts. You can never have too many choppers. Kanan with the blinders, which I really like seeing him with the blinders. I like that printing and mold piece a lot. And then obviously you have Thrawn. Now, Thrawn, like I said, one of the greatest Star Wars villain, if not like, I'd really have to think about it, but like definitely top three. Top three without a thought. Can't really think of many others that trump him. It's kind of like Maul probably does. But I don't even think Palpatine does. I think he's better than Palpatine. I mean, just I could go on and on. He's such a good fig. But it says 150 on here. You're more paying like 200 for what I'm seeing for him. I've seen him 150 a few places, but I just haven't been able to pull 150 on a figure yet. But when I do, this will probably be the first one I get that's a really expensive fig. This guy just looks so good. I love seeing Thrawn, and his Lego variation is really good too. So that's definitely the highlight of this one. But we have a few other things to run through. We have a Stormtrooper Sergeant, cool cloth piece on him. Rebel A-Wing pilot, I like the helmet on that one. But that is all of the Lego Rebel sets we have, guys. So that being said, let me know what you guys think of these Rebel sets down below. Do you like them? Especially the Ghost. Are you going to stick with the new one or go ahead and go back and pick up the old one? Which do you like better? What Rebel sets are you interested in? And what sets would you like to see me maybe pick up first from this series? I'm always down for you guys' input. So drop all that down in the comments and anything else you guys have. We're also thinking about starting a Ask Tiger, kind of like an Ask MNR or Ask Life Bricks. I know a lot of channels that do that, so I really like that idea. So if you guys have any questions that you'd want to see in that video, drop those down below as well. And I'll answer those in the video once we get enough comments for that and get that started. Until then, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate the support. Make sure you subscribe and like and ring that notification bell so you know about all those videos we got coming out in December, because that's only 2 days away, guys, so we're almost there. And we have a lot of content coming your guys' way. So without further ado, I'll let you guys get on with your day. Thanks for stopping by the video. Peace.